Hey everyone out there watching, it's JT with Keystone Crew Outdoors. Welcome back to Keystone Crew Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing Pick Show. We're here to give you advice on who to pick for your Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing lineup, Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge lineups, and your TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge scenarios for Event 5 of the fantasy season and Stop 4 of the Bassmaster Elite season, the Arkansas River from Muskogee, Oklahoma, on April 16th through the 19th, 2026. We'll also take a look at how our picks fared at the last event at the 10 Tom and check in on our leaderboards. If you're new to the channel but want to check out what fantasy fishing is all about, head on over to bassmasterfantasy.com and sign up. It's completely free and you'll be eligible for prizes from Bassmaster and their sponsors for each tournament. After signing up, search in the Groups tab for Keystone Crew and join our group. You may even win a Tackle Warehouse gift card from us. Remember, you can watch these tournaments every Saturday and Sunday on Fox Sports 1, and you can watch the first 2 days of the tournaments on the Roku channel. Make sure if you're not subscribed yet to like this video and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it as we try to grow this channel. Before we jump into the picks for the Arkansas River, let's see how we did in the last event at the 10 Tom. If you had a perfect roster, this is what it looked like. The winner for this one came from Bucket E, with Jason Christie taking home the blue trophy. The tie-breaking weight was 58 pounds 2 ounces, and we were off by like 10 pounds. We said 48 pounds 9 ounces. Here's a quick look at how Bucket A finished. Bucket A, our top-ranked angler, Brock Mosley, finished 32nd, and our second-ranked angler was Trey McKinney, finishing 15th. In Bucket B, our top-ranked angler, Wes Logan, finished in 49th, and our best finisher from the power rankings was Hunter Shryock with a 15th, so hopefully you went with him. In Bucket C, our top-ranked angler in the power rankings, Justin Atkins, finished 12th. Not much else to write home about here. In Bucket D, our top-ranked angler finished 93rd. I feel like this happens every time I put Hackney into the rankings. Our best finish from the anglers ranked was Wesley Gore with a 5th place, so hopefully you went against the grain and went with him. In Bucket E, our best finish here was our 4th-ranked angler, Jason Christie, taking the 1st place. I hope you went with him. I know I did for my personal account. If you went with the top-ranked anglers from the power rankings, this is how you finished. Your best finisher was 12th in Bucket C. Another rough one for the actual picks, but you could have found decent success taking other anglers from our rankings. Like I said, I went against the top-ranked angler in Bucket E, and I picked Jason Christie, and he ended up winning it. Here's how my picks did for my account. My highest finisher was Jason Christie, and I also had Trey McKinney with the 15th place. Here's how our Drain the Lake picks finished. We had a very middle-of-the-pack tournament for the most part, but we did have Hunter Shryock finish 13th. Here's how we did at the Pick'em Challenge. Our meter is at 91.7%, up from 87.3% in our last event. Here's a look at our overall leaderboard for Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing through 3 events. We've got Hunter 2222, M. Hawthorne in 1st, Chicago Bass Guy G. Lindblom in 2nd, Mobster Baits J. Grope in 3rd, Danny 713 D. Tartaro in 4th, and rounding out the top 5, we have Hunter 53 H. Lowe in 5th. Since I'm not using my top picks, or I should say the top ranked angler, I can't tell you what your percentage would be like if you use them, but I'm sitting at a not great 68.6%, although that is up from that 54.1% with my picks, so a little bit better, but still pretty bad. Our top-ranked player for Rapala Bassmaster Fantasy Fishing for the 4th event at the 10 Tom was Hunter 2222 M. Hawthorne with a score of 1,345. We've been in touch through email, and I've already sent you your prize. And through 4 events for Falcon Rods Bassmaster Drain the Lake Challenge. Here's what our overall leaderboard looks like. We've got J. Kangas 20, J. Kangas in 1st, Cat App, Jay Apperson in second. Ali Nen 3, J. Ali Nen in third. Steeler George, G. Albano in fourth. And rounding out our top 5, Nikoyan, B. Nikoyan in fifth. If you've used the Keystone Crew Drain the Lake picks, you're sitting with the 76.3% meter, down slightly from a 78.2% meter. So, not great, but not terrible either. Our top-ranked player in the Keystone Crew Drain the Lake Challenge group for the third event at the Tennessee River was E. Rainey, with a score of 2,124. We've also been in touch since the tournament was just about a month ago, and the prizes have gone out to the winners. Let's leave the past behind us and jump to the Arkansas River in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Not a whole lot of information here, guys. I think it's going to be a shallow water anglers that you should be looking at for this one. But it is a forward-facing sonar event, so who knows? That's pretty much the history lesson. Like I said, not much to go on here. The Arkansas River is huge, so I'm not going into in depth with that because they're going to be fishing that one section, and there are going to be locks, so they do have to navigate that. So keep that in mind with your picks. So on to the research picks. Here's my research-based picks. If you are new to the channel, I power rank the anglers based on different articles I read on bass, pundit opinions, and videos that I watch. So I end up giving you the top 5 from each bucket, or at least what I think the research says. In bucket A, we've got Jordan Lee with 7.9%. Trey McKinney, 35.6%. Brock Mosley, 7.4%. Dakota Ebare, 21.6%. And John Garrett, 6.6%. Jordan Lee is the top-ranked angler, and I'm also taking Jordan Lee for my personal account. On to bucket B. In bucket B, we have Seth Feider, 10.4%. Chris Johnston, 7.2%. Easton Fothergill, 23.4%. Stetson Blaylock, 21.9%. And Wesley Gore, 5.3%. Seth Feider is the top-ranked angler here, but I'm going against the grain and going with Chris Johnston for my personal account. On to bucket C. In bucket C, we have Jason Christie with 36.7%, followed by Luke Palmer, 3.6%, Lee Livesey, 13.6%, Cooper Gallant, 2.1%, and Fisher Anaya, 27.9%. Jason Christie is the top-ranked angler here, and although I don't really like the idea of going back-to-back as my picks, I'm going with Jason Christie for my personal account. Bucket D. In bucket D, we have JT Tompkins with 17.6%, Cody Huff, 4.8%, Austin Felix, 1.0%, Brandon Card, 1.9%, and John Cruz, 4.7%. JT Tompkins is the top-ranked angler here, and I'm also going with JT Tompkins for my personal account. On to bucket E. In bucket E, we have Greg Hackney, 8.1%, Blake Capps, 12.5%, Bo Browning, 24.1%, Austin Cranford, 1.9%, and Pat Schlopper, 3.6%. Greg Hackney is the top-ranked angler here, but I'm going with Pat Schlopper for my personal account. As far as the tie-breaking weight goes, like I said, there's not much info out there. I'm going with 72 pounds, 3 ounces. No idea if that's a lot, if that's a little, because there's not much history to go off of. I'm thinking it's going to be upwards of 17 pounds a day. And, you know, the angler who gets on them are probably going to be having like 18 and the 17 with high ounces. So I really don't know what to expect here, guys. So I'm going 72 pounds, 3 ounces. Here's a quick look at the top-ranked angler in each bucket if you plan on going that route. And here's a quick look at the anglers I picked from the power rankings, and I'm using on my personal account. There are a lot of the same guys on here. On to Falcon Rods Drain the Lake Challenge. Falcon Rods Drain the Lake Challenge is our other main fantasy game. It's an elimination or survivor style game where you can only use the angler once all season. Once you use them, they're gone. This is the 5th event, so we're about halfway through with our guys. So that's about 40 anglers now that are out. So you should have about 40 left, 40, 50, depending on how you pick for the Classic. We're going with Bo Browning, Blake Capps, Jason Christie, Austin Cranford, John Cruz, Dakota Ebare, Cody Huff, and Luke Palmer. And on to our third fantasy game, TH Marine Bassmaster Pick'em Challenge. This is our other fantasy game, but it's just for fun. They give you scenarios and you have to pick. In matchup 1, top 2 in AOI, we've got John Garrett versus Trey McKinney. I'm going Trey McKinney. Matchup 2, Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. Jason Christie versus Luke Palmer. I'm going with Jason Christie. Matchup 3, Looking for Revenge. Greg Hackney versus Kyle Welcher. I'm taking Kyle Welcher here. Matchup 4, Alabama Shake. Wesley Gore versus Tucker Smith. I'm going Wesley Gore here. Matchup 5, Rookie Showdown. Caleb Hudson versus Pake South. I'm taking Pake South here. At matchup 6, our 2020 Open Top 10. Lee Livesey versus Cody Huff. I'm going Lee Livesey. And our final matchup, matchup 7, Oklahoma Neighbors. Stetson Blaylock versus Dakota Ebare. I'm taking Stetson Blaylock. That'll wrap it up for our fantasy games for the 5th event of the 2026 season at the Arkansas River. Good luck to all you guys out there. We'll be back in a few weeks with our picks for Lake Murray. To cut down on some time for this video, and I know I was a little time crunched for filming and editing this time. Life's been really busy the last couple weeks. I'm not going to leave you with the career stats for the anglers for this one. I know everybody's sad. We get to knock a couple minutes off the video. But stay tuned. We'll be back next time with that. And as always, I'll catch you next time.